John Gunn, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to Wiseman Field for Torrington Trailblazer football. After 2 weeks on the road, Torrington begins a big 3-game homestand here tonight. They will host the Yuma Outlaws from Eastern Colorado, a team that they played for the first time on the road last year. Lost that ball game 8-3, but came back with 3 big victories to start conference play. And Ryan, as we get ready for this game, gorgeous night here at Wiseman Field. Temperature still in the low 70s. Should be excellent. No threats of rain like we had opening weekend against Gearing. Should be a fabulous night for football. Want everybody to come out if they can. Pinnacle Bank from both communities actually sponsoring the pregame meal, so get yourself some of that. But a big ball game and a big homestand started for the Blazers, a game they need to get tonight, a game they need to play well in. Last chance to get better before everything starts for real next week with conference play.
Yeah, big game. You talk about tune-up games with your non-conference schedule, and like you said, the last one before we get to the meat of stuff here. And Grant, we were talking before we got on the air, but remember last year when we made that big road trip to Yuma, it was a tough game, a hard-fought game on both sides of the ball, but a lot of defense, and we'll see what happens today. Hopefully the Outlaws a little stiff-legged from that long road trip today.
About 3 hours and 15 minutes, the trip between both communities, so not as terrible as you'd think it would be, but a big one tonight here for the Blazers at home as conference play begins at home once again against Lander next week. Big thanks to our Blazers sports boosters with us all year long. Say a thanks to those businesses when you venture in to say thanks for sponsoring Torrington Trailblazer football. We'll take a break here at Wiseman Field, and we will be back to hear from head coach Russell Steinmetz. We'll do that right after this.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Looking for expert urologic care in your community? Dr. Matthew Ruttman, board-certified urologist at Banner Health Torrington, specializes in comprehensive urologic and pelvic health, treating everything from bladder issues and kidney stones to pelvic pain and prostate issues. Dr. Ruttman provides personalized, compassionate care right here in your community. Call Banner Health Torrington at 307-532-8758. Banner Health, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
Welcome back to the pregame show, everybody, as Torrington returns home to start a 3-game homestand tonight as the Blazers host Yuma, Colorado, now joined by head coach Russell Steinmetz. And Russ, a midweek trip to Casper and Cheney Alumni Field last week for a game against the Natrona JV that amounted to a gap stopper in your schedule, making sure you don't have an off week, and you come away with a 51-21 victory. I thought you came out and did what you needed to do and got your entire squad some good experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Got everybody experience, and, really our starters played the whole first half, and there was a couple times on defense where they kept getting first down, so we were able to get some conditioning in and everything like that. So, no, I thought it was a good experience. It was way better than just having a bye week and sitting at home and watching other teams play. So I was glad we were it was great practice for us to get better, and then just it wasn't too far of a game either, so it was nice just to go to Casper and come back.
It was a strange game, something we all might have been expecting to an extent, but I don't think I've ever seen a first half like that with 44 points put up on the board when the offense possessed the football for only 2 minutes.
Yeah, the time of possession, I think we only had it 13 minutes the entire game. So, yeah, it was very strange. Once again, it was just a total team effort of defense and then also our special teams coming up big with, a couple touchdowns. Landry Grayman returning the one for the house. So, no, it was a great team effort. And then offense was able to work no huddle right before halftime. So, no, I was pleased with what we did.
Yeah, you mentioned 2 pick sixes for scores, a block punt for a score, and I'm sure it was good to see that your fast guys refused to be tackled, picked the right lanes to run in, and ran away from pursuit.
Yeah, exactly. With Drew Kramer and Landry Grayman, I know we have more speed with that, but no, it was great watching those guys run. And, NC is just a traditional football school that, they produce great football teams year after year. So, that program, that is a quality team. I know that a lot of those sophomores over in Casper are looked on like those are the dudes in Casper right now. So their coaches were also pleased with what we gave them, what they showed us too.
Well, the Natrona JV quarterback was a good one and tested your pressure and secondary through the air. So hopefully there was some good things taken away from that on defense.
Yes, there was. Whenever they got a big chunk, going back and watching that on film, really showed that to the kids, had exploited what we needed to fix. Mostly it was our eyes in the secondary that needed fixed. And then, or if it was a run, then we had 2 or 3 missed tackles by guys that we can't have those.
Off to a new week here in non-conference season, Russ, and you won't be away from home again until mid-October. Nothing like a 3-game homestand. That's got to be good to look forward to tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Great to be back here at Wiseman Field in front of our fans, everything like that, with Yuma coming to town.
Yeah, and tonight is a rematch against the Yuma Outlaws from last year. This is a community that shares a lot of ties with the Torrington community, and we'll get into that a little bit more in our halftime show. But this was a game last year. You take a long road trip to eastern Colorado, shoot yourself in the foot several times, some questionable calls along the way, and come away losers in a baseball score. I know that one didn't sit real well with you and the coaching staff last year. You thought you should have had that game.
Yeah, we turned it over way too many times, gave up 4. The ball was on the ground another 2 times that we got back. So, no, we can't have those. And just very undisciplined football, from the turnovers to the penalties to everything else that happened that game. But, we were under that game and lost that and put that under and get better from that.
Are you concerned at all that after a couple of easy wins the last 2 weeks that you guys might get a little complacent, and if they're ready or not to step it up a notch tonight against a team that for sure will be stiffer competition than what you've seen recently?
Yeah, I know these kids are going to be ready tonight. They know what Yuma gave them last year. It was a heck of a game. Yuma's going to be ready. We're going to be ready, so it's going to be a great night.
Other than what you saw last year from Coach Seward's system, do you know anything about these guys? What have you seen this week?
Just on film. Last week they had a bye week, so we have their film from early September over Chase County, Nebraska. So we also have Nebraska or Colorado game of theirs. So no, they're going to run the ball. Big physical runners. This QB, number 2, he's a great quarterback. He can throw, he can run, extends the plays with his legs, and then keeps his eyes downfield. So we have to keep him contained.
Last chance to get ready for conference play tonight, Russ, and it's right around the corner. With that in mind, what specifically do you want to see from your team tonight that will tell you if they're ready for Lander next week?
So, one, we got to contain this QB. He's good. We want him pulling up, not running all over us. And then in the secondary, defensively, we got to keep our eyes way better than they were last week and even the week before that. So we got to play way more disciplined football. And then just our execution, staying on blocks up front, and then the backs, everybody hitting the holes hard and getting those extra yards when we can.
Injury check. We mentioned last week David Ibarra out several weeks with a knee. How about everyone else? Good and ready to go?
This week also another O-lineman, D-lineman goes down, Zeke Young. It's a shoulder, so hopefully we can do a quick turnaround with him. He's tough. He wants to be out there with his boys, so we'll just wait and see how he progresses through all that.
Okay, very good. Best of luck to Zeke as well. Good enough. Let's get out there on that home grass and get after the Outlaws. Thanks, Russ. Best of luck tonight, and we look forward to talking with you after the game.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. Right back here to Wiseman Field after this.
Bear Mountain Beef is your go-to for all of your USDA beef, hog, lamb, and goat processing. Located in Hot Springs, they're the premier USDA processor in the area. Give them a call today to book your next appointment, 307-338-2751, or visit their website, bearmountainbeef.com, 338-2751. Bear Mountain Beef, a cut above the rest.
Fall is in the air, and that means football season and tailgating. Century Lumber in Torrington has big savings on grills. Check out the Weber Grill with a sale price of just $479.99. Century has also drastically reduced the price on the Peak Prime Green Mountain Grill. Come see all the features that this grill provides, including remotely managing your cooks with the Prime app. And it's priced at under $1,000. Your grilling headquarters at Century Lumber in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. So make Dinklage Feed Yards a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed Yards, East Highway 26 in Torrington.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Getting all set for Yuma and Torrington tonight. Last non-conference ball game for the Torrington Trailblazers. Let's take a swing across the state at some of the scores in Class 3A from last week. It was Jackson big over Buffalo, 38-7. Cody defeated Douglas 28-9. It was Riverton over Evanston, 42-13. Green River blanked Rollins 45-0. Lander defeated Powell 48-21. Star Valley over Sugar Salem, Idaho 28-21. The number one team in the state stays unbeaten. And as we said earlier, Torrington Trailblazers over the Natrona JV 51-21. That makes standings look this way in Class 3A East. No conference ball games yet. No conference games tonight either for all squads. Lander leads it with a perfect mark. 2-0 so far on the season are the Tigers. Riverton and Torrington right behind them in second place at 2-1. Then comes Buffalo and Douglas at 1-1. And Rollins in the basement at 0-3. That makes the Wild Preps coaches and media football poll go this way. And finally, a little bit of a shakeup in the polls after staying stagnant for a couple 3 weeks. Star Valley holds on to the number one spot. Then comes Cody. They hang on to number 2. Riverton hangs on to number 3. Douglas hangs on to number 4. But with that big win last week, Lander replaces Jackson in the 5th spot. Lander, the Blazers' opponent for homecoming next week, number 5 in the state. Games across the state tonight in Class 3A. It'll be Delta, Colorado at Rollins. Cody is at Buffalo. Lander at Evanston. Riverton at Green River. Douglas at Powell. And Jackson at Bear Lake, Idaho. Check the stats coming into this ball game tonight. First of all, in Class 3A, team rushing-wise, the Blazers 5th in the state this week, 139 yards a game on the ground. They have 10 rushing touchdowns. Passing-wise, the Blazers 10th in the state, 81 yards a game on 13 attempts a game. They have 2 touchdowns through the air, no interceptions so far, and that stat leads the league. Team offense-wise, the Blazers 9th in the state, 220 yards a game, 38 points a game, 12 touchdowns, no turnovers. Defense-wise, against the run, the Blazers 4th in the state, giving up 120 yards a game on the ground and 4 rushing touchdowns. Pass defense-wise, the Blazers 2nd in the state, giving up 85 yards a game through the air and 4 touchdowns. They have 5 interceptions and 3 quarterback sacks. Team defense-wise, total it all up, Blazers 3rd in the state defensively, allowing 205 yards a game, 22 points a game, 8 touchdowns a game, or 8 touchdowns total, rather, and have forced 7 turnovers. Individually, rushing-wise, Blazer quarterback Drew Kramer, 7th in the state rushing. He has 54 yards a game and 3 rushing touchdowns. Kramer also 9th in the state passing-wise, 71 yards a game through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. We'll get to the specialties now. And kick return-wise, Landry Griman 2nd in the state in the kick return. 27.1 yards per attempt on his returns. And he's returned one to the house 1 time. Punting-wise, Holden Hackett 8th in the state, averaging 30.6 yards a punt. Kickoff-wise, Hackett 10th in the state with an average of 46.2. And extra point-wise, Hackett 3rd in the state with 12 extra points on 14 attempts. Defense-wise, the Blazers, plenty of names on the defensive stat sheet. Landry Griman is 7th in the state defensively, 14.3 defensive points a game, 6 assisted, 8 unassisted tackles. He has 2 interceptions, 2 blocked punts, and 1 blocked kick. Drew Kramer right behind him in 9th in the state, 13 defensive points a game, 7 assisted, 10 unassisted tackles, 2 interceptions for Drew. Bo Martinez, 16th in the state, 12.3 defensive points a game, 16 assisted, 9 unassisted tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack, which is exactly the same for the player tied with him, and that's Brendan Woodard. Both players 16th in the state defensively. Colby Sandusky also picking up defensive points. He's 28th in the state, 10.3 defensive points a game. Jaden Gross 37th in the state, 8.7 defensive points a game. We'll take a break here at Wiseman Field. Be back with the starting lineups coming up after this.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. I'm Ryan Young, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Stop by our office on Main Street in Torrington or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Eric's Lube Express provides fast, friendly, and convenient oil changes with no appointment needed. Located in the Cold Springs Business Park, just north of Baumgars. Simply drive up and never get out of your vehicle. They'll also accommodate your busy schedule with pickup and delivery service. Just call 307-338-2653. Oil changes made easy. Eric's Lube Express. Swing through today.
Grant Curry with Farm Bureau Financial Services is committed to helping you prepare for the unexpected. Farm Bureau, the #1 insurer of farm and ranch in Wyoming. They have a wide variety of insurance and financial services. He can help you understand your needs and provide the right coverage for you specifically. Visit him at the Torrington location, 1919 East A, or in Lusk at 208 West Griffith. Grant Curry, your local agent with Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Grant Jones, Ryan Caith alongside, getting all set for Yuma and Torrington. Early kickoff tonight. It will be that way the rest of the way. All the rest of the games this year, 6 o'clock kickoff. Starting lineups are fueled by Essential Fuels in Torrington, where quality service meets competitive prices. Feeling hungry? Try one of their breakfast or lunch items, made fresh, hot, and ready for you. Essential Fuels, your essential stop in Torrington. Let's take a look at the Yuma Outlaw offense. The Outlaws coached by Kelly Seward. They are 2-0 so far on the year. Did not have a game last week. Started the year with a win over Chase County, Nebraska. That's Imperial, Nebraska. And then a win 2 weeks ago over North Fork, Colorado. That's Hotchkiss, Colorado in the mountains. They played them at a high school west of Denver, kind of a halfway point for both squads. So here's how the 2-0 Outlaws will come out on offense. Across the offensive line, a junior number 50, Jesus Gordo. Also on the line, a sophomore number 51, Jesus Rodriguez. Sophomore number 60, Brian Montez. A junior number 65, Paulo Trujillo. And a junior number 66, Giovanni Segura. The wide receivers for Yuma, they go this way. A senior number 8, Riley Trejo. And a sophomore number 13, Stevie Seward. The running backs, they'll throw 3 of them out there in their formation, but you can bet sometimes 1 or 2 of these will wind up in a wide receiver position. A senior number 5, David Covarrubias. A junior number 7, Christian Thompson. And a senior number 9, Dayton Beaupre. And the quarterback for Yuma, he's a good one. Blazers got to watch out for him. A junior number 2, Ian Duran. I'll send it over to Ryan here as you hear Thunder Road in the background here on the north side of Wiseman Field. We'll send it over to Ryan for a look at your Blazer D.
As we welcome the Blazers on the field, let's look at them on the defensive line. We'll start first. Number 70, Aaron Chavez, the nose tackle, a 5'11", 240-pound junior. Your defensive ends, Brant Eichenberger, a 5'11", sophomore. Another end, Holden Hackett, number 2, a 6'2", 190-pound senior. Then your linebackers, number 3, Brendan Woodard, a 5'10", senior. At outside linebacker, Colby Sandusky, a 6-foot senior. At outside linebacker, Bo Martinez, a 5'10", junior. Jaden Gross at linebacker, a 5'9", 175-pound junior. Your safeties, free safety Drew Kramer, a 6', 170-pound junior. And the other safety for the Blazers, Landry Griman, a 6', 160-pound senior. Your cornerbacks, Connor Corral, a 6'2", senior, and 155 pounds, 6 foot and a senior, Brady Dagan. Your starters for the Blazers, again, Torrington, coached by Russell Steinmetz, Rob Nikolai, Aaron Wolf, and Ryan Workman.
That's a look at the Outlaws and the Blazers getting ready to go here at Wiseman Field. Brought to you by Essential Fuels in Torrington. We'll take an extended timeout here for pregame festivities and the playing of our national anthem. We'll be back with your game notes coming up after this.
Hi, this is Kelly Sittner, President First State Bank in Torrington. Our Torrington branch is looking to fill a teller/new accounts position. Come work for a company that loves its community and celebrates its employees. First State Bank is a hometown bank staffed with your neighbors and friends. Join our team and apply today at www.fsbwy.com. Best place to work, best place to bank. We are an equal opportunity employer. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Brian Young, CEO of Go Goshen. Go Goshen is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering economic development in Goshen County since 1987. In our community, small businesses are vital, which is why Go Goshen focuses on retaining and expanding local enterprises through grants and other opportunities. We're also home to the Chamber of Commerce, Travel and Tourism, and the Main Street program. Visit gogoshen.com to learn more about how we can help you today.
Whether you're a Wyoming Cowboy fan or a Trailblazer, Lancer, Dogger, or Cyclone, Heartland Embroidery has the apparel and accessories you need to show your school colors. Stop in the store on Main Street in Torrington and take a look for yourself. From jackets and t-shirts to everyday gear and accessories, we promise you'll find something for the whole family. With new items always coming into the store, you'll always find that perfect item to show off your school spirit. Only at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind but still really important, life insurance. Because it offers financial protection for your loved ones and can help you pay for things like a mortgage, credit debt, or even your children's education. Plus, life insurance is probably more affordable than you think. And with State Farm, your local agents, Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin, can help you understand your options and choose a coverage that best fits your needs. Contact Mike Rafferty State Farm at 307-532-3218 today.
Time for our game notes tonight ahead of Yuma and Torrington. Well, welcome home, Blazers. Although it certainly has not been a grueling number of hours on the road the last 2 weeks, nor has it been any trouble for them in those games. But starting tonight, home cooking is on the menu for this football team until mid-October. That's right, an unheard of count 'em, 3-game homestand is set to commence this evening at Wiseman Field. And it's not even homecoming yet. That's next week. A year ago right now, Torrington had just defeated the Central JV at home and was staring down a 3-game road swing. And that began with a disastrous performance in Eastern Colorado in their first ever ball game with tonight's opponent, Yuma. Turnovers and penalties galore. The Blazers dropped the contest 8-3, after which they righted the ship and ripped off 3 conference wins to make the playoffs. Of course, a year later, that 3-game road swing turns into 3 games at home this season. There's a number that's repeating here, 3. 3 is the number of wins Torrington can get to tonight with a victory. 3 is the number of conference victories that begins next week that it will take to make the playoffs. And 3 is the number of hours the Yuma team just rode on a bus to get here tonight. Can the Blazers take advantage of that and keep it rolling to get their 3rd win tonight? From all appearances, they've shaken off that opening season trouncing to Gearing and have put up a blistering 99 points the last 2 weeks, but against lesser opponents. They should be challenged tonight by a talented junior quarterback in Ian Duran and must keep him bottled up to be successful. Back at home, back at the friendly confines of Wiseman Field, the Blazers try to avenge last year's loss to the Yuma Outlaws on Cinch Country 99.9 FM, on the World Wide Web at GoCo.now, or GoCoNow.com rather, and on the KGOS Sports YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Come right back. Kickoff is next, coming up after this.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Hi, it's Ashley Arntz, mortgage lender with Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Blodorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blodorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blodorns.com. Blodorns, products you need, people you trust.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Grant Jones, Ryan Kaif alongside. Both teams have been introduced, and it will be the Blazers actually getting the ball first. And Yuma kicking off with their kickoff specialist. It's one of the only things he does, apparently. Senior Omar Lozano. Back deep for the Blazers will be Landry Griman. Lozano has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Blazers going to be moving left to right across your dial. This is just a little squib kick that's taken on a heads-up play there by Xavier Sanchez at the 46-yard line. Blazers will have outstanding field position to start this.
Yeah, not what the Outlaws had drawn up there. Good job by Sanchez. That's like a line drive right back to the pitcher's mound. He just snatched that thing.
Yuma Outlaws dressed in the traveling whites, sharp uniforms, trimmed in red numerals. Numbers on the side of the helmet. The Blazers in the home maroons, and here we go. 1st and 10, Torrington, their own 46, and here's Sandusky. He's caught behind the line. Down he goes. And that was big number 77, Leaf Sims, a sophomore, on the stop.
Yeah, got right into the backfield there.
It's going to lose 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Blazers. Back to their 44 now. Going to send Twins to the left side. Kramer will be in the gun with a running back on each side of him. Fake the give. Kramer rolling to the near side. Wants to throw. Just going to tuck it and go. He'll get a couple of yards. That's about it before he's banged out of bounds by Brody Colwaite, sophomore for Yuma. Going to bring up 3rd down for Torrington. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 9. While he's on the near side, he'll have a quick chat with offensive coordinator Rob Nicolai. See if the Blazers can get this or whether they go 3 and out on their opening possession. They'll send Twins to the right side. Single receiver Dagan off to the left. Kramer, shotgun. Rolling right once again. Fires down the field. It's incomplete. Looking for Griman. Well covered down there. Double covered by a couple Outlaws. And Blazers going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, quite the opening stand for the Outlaws from Yuma there.
So this team has come to play. And Holden Hackett will have to do the honors now. He'll stand at his 34. Back deep for Yuma will be Christian Thompson. And Jose Mario Ross. Good snap to Hackett. He'll bang it out of there. This one going to go to Thompson. He's got it. Shakes off one tackler at the 15, down at the 20. Sandusky there to get him.
And pretty good coverage there by the Blazers.
So that's where Yuma will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. So the Blazers 3 and out on their opening possession. Just getting started here, 6 o'clock start at Wiseman Field. Last non-conference game for Torrington before things get really real next week with Lander coming to town. 1st and 10. In the gun. Here's Duran. He'll hand off. Right up the middle it goes to the 25-yard line. And that was Beaupre, one of the running backs, picks up 4 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 Yuma from just outside their own 25-yard line. Twins to the left side, single receiver off to the right. Shotgun again for Duran. He'll have Beaupre next to him, and this one will be blown dead. This is going to go on the offense. It'll be a false start on Yuma. First penalty of the ball game. That'll move him back to the 20.
Yeah, essentially just deletes that run from Beaupre.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Outlaws. Duran once again in the gun. They're going to send a man in motion. Fake the give to him. Duran right up the middle, goes nowhere. Stopped immediately, plugging that hole, Aron Chavez.
Oh, now a Yuma Outlaw on the ground.
Can't get a number. Injury timeout.
Can't tell if it's Duran or
I
not.
don't know. I'm kind of wondering. I'm looking around for another 2. No, he's out there. This is a different player for the Outlaws. So while they tend to the injured Yuma player, we'll take a break. 9:37 left, opening quarter. Scoreless here at Wiseman Field. Yuma with the football, back after this.
Including remotely managing your cooks with the Prime app. And it's priced at under $1,000. Your grilling headquarters at Century Lumber in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. So make Dinklage Feed Yards a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed Yards, East Highway 26 in Torrington.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. I'm Ryan Young, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Stop by our office on Main Street in Torrington or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
So the injured Outlaws, Trujillo, he walks off under his own powder. So back to live action. 3rd and 13, Yuma at their 18-yard line. And this will be blown dead.
Could be another false start.
It will be. So Yuma marching backwards. They'll put it back on the 13. Now about 3rd down and 18 for Yuma. After 2 penalties and a good stop in the backfield by Chavez. 4 wide receivers in the pattern for the Outlaws. Duran's in the gun. Blazers will rush 4. Duran going to keep it himself, get what he can. Tries to outrun one guy. He will, but he won't get away from Connor Carell. Stays on his feet, however, spins out of the tackle and ran out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Not nearly enough for a first. It'll bring up 4th down and about 13 for Yuma, and they'll punt it away. Well, I think we can see he's not going to go down easily.
Slippery on that kind of turned into a scramble. disappointing first possessions for both offenses.
Yuma going to have to hurry to get this one off. They're going to be forced to call timeout. Yes, they will. I think they only had 10 guys on the field. And so Yuma will spend their first time out of the first half before this punt. 8:41 left first quarter. Clark and Associates scoreboard. Scoreless from Wiseman Field. Blazers to get the ball back after this.
Eric's Lube Express provides fast, friendly, and convenient oil changes with no appointment needed. Located in the Cold Springs Business Park, just north of Baumgars. Simply drive up and never get out of your vehicle. They'll also accommodate your busy schedule with pickup and delivery service. Just call 307-338-2653. Oil changes made easy. Eric's Lube Express. Swing through today.
After the Yuma timeout, they'll set up for a punt. It'll be Landry Greiman. Blazers have kind of tried some different things on the punt and kickoff return. Seems to be Greiman's show now as we get closer to conference play. Was Drew Kramer back there a couple times. This one's booted out of there. This will be a short kick that'll stay in Yuma's end and down at about the 47-yard line. So Blazers started the first drive at the 45, their own 45, couldn't do anything with it. Now they'll start this one in Yuma territory at their 47.
On Kerm FM 98.3, the Battle of the Pines tonight. Should be a good 1A 9-man matchup. Pine Bluffs Hornets hosts Big Piney. That game kicked off at 6.
Well, you guys really dialed up that schedule. I was riveted last week to Lingle and Grable. Fabulous ball game. That'll be another good one tonight. Here's Kramer on first down, trying to get a seam right side, and he'll hop over the 45-yard line down to close to the 43. Good enough for a few yards. Give Drew 4 on the play. It's going to be second down. And about 6.
Yeah, good job by Drew there. Just a bit of a hesitation to get those blockers in front of him. Snuck around the outside.
Blazers trying to fill some gaps on that offensive line. Everybody in tight. Now Gross is in motion. This will be an inside give, however. A delay to Sandusky. Gets a couple of more. Down to about the 42. Going to bring up third down and 5 for Blazers. And Torrington now facing another big third down here. They'll take their time in the huddle. Send twins to the left side. Greiman and Carell digging off to the right. Kramer's in the gun with Sandusky beside him. Drew stands there. Has it, fires, Greiman out close to a first down, second effort, gets it, and he's down at the 35-yard line. Tackle made out there by Marvin Duarte.
Just a great job, good execution there. Good throw by Kramer. Good awareness by Greiman to know where those sticks were.
First down of the contest for either school. Torrington has it at the Yuma 35. Kramer wants to throw again, gets one man in the air. Then he's on the run near side. Kramer out close to a first down. Hit hard, but I think he's got it at about the 25, 24-yard line. Big hit there by defensive back Riley Trejo.
Give him about 11 yards on the carry.
Torrington moving the ball now, just outside of the red zone with 6:44 left in the first quarter in this scoreless ball game so far. Twins sent out to the right side, digging alone to the left. Kramer shotgun, going to send Greiman in motion. He's got the sweep to him, almost caught behind the line, so Greiman just has to cut it up. Outlaws grabbing at the football, trying to get it out of his hands, and down goes Greiman with positive yardage to about the 21-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. Second down and a long 6 for Torrington. Now 5 wide receivers in the pattern, empty backfield except for Kramer in the gun. See if Torrington takes a shot here. Little dump off up close. I don't think Kramer liked it. Threw it into the ground, looking for Dagan. Incomplete. That'll bring up third down for Torrington. Probably a little bit out of field goal range right here if you're thinking that way. So Torrington, depending on what they do here, may be in 4-down territory. Let's see. Trips to the right. Single receiver, Dagan to the left. Kramer wants to throw, then he'll just take off with it. Drew on the run. Looking for a first down, spins at the 15, down at the 13, he's got it. Tackle made, Jose Mario Ross. But another first down on an impressive drive here for Torrington in the first quarter.
Yeah, good little draw play there. The Blazers eating up some clock here, taking advantage of that good field position.
First and 10, Torrington. They're in the red zone at about the 13. Fake the sweep. Kramer's going to keep it. Heads right up the middle. Runs right into a couple Outlaws. Down he goes. Not much here. May have gotten 1 or 2 out of the play. Beaupre there on the stop.
A good job by Drew to just get some positive yards there. There wasn't a single hole open in that line.
They'll spot it up at the 12. Gain of 1 by Kramer, 2nd and 9. They'll send twins to either side. Kramer's going to line up in the gun. Sandusky beside him. Yuma will rush 5. Straight drop back. Kramer looking, fires into the end zone. It's caught. Landry Greiman climbing the ladder. Touchdown, Blazers.
Yeah, what a play there. Show of athleticism from Landry, and it's almost like Kramer knew he could go up and get it through it where the defenders couldn't grab it. What a play from the Blazers.
Yeah. Drew threaded the needle, put it in a place only Greiman could get it. Got up in the air and got it. Blazers score first. Hackett out for the point after. This is blown dead. See if somebody moved. Going to be encroachment on Yuma. See if that changes the thought process. There's been several of these thus far this year, and hasn't really taken the kicker off the field for Torrington, and it won't this time. Kramer will just set him up just inside the 10 for the point after. Good snap to him. Hold is down. Kick is on the way by Hackett, and it is true. And so with 4:24 left in the first quarter, Blazers strike first here on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. It's Torrington 7, Yuma nothing. Back to Wiseman Field after this.
Grant Curry with Farm Bureau Financial Services is committed to helping you prepare for the unexpected. Farm Bureau, the #1 insurer of farm and ranch in Wyoming. They have a wide variety of insurance and financial services. He can help you understand your needs and provide the right coverage for you specifically. Visit him at the Torrington location, 1919 East A, or in Lusk at 208 West Griffith. Grant Curry, your local agent with Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Hi, this is Kelly Sittner, President First State Bank in Torrington. Our Torrington branch is looking to fill a teller/new accounts position. Come work for a company that loves its community and celebrates its employees. First State Bank is a hometown bank staffed with your neighbors and friends. Join our team and apply today at www.fsbwy.com. Best place to work, best place to bank. We are an equal opportunity employer. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Hackett set to kick off. Blazers score it on a 12-yard catch. Drew Kramer to Landry Griman. They lead at 7-zip. It'll be Thompson and Beaupre. Check it. It'll be Duarte. Back for Yuma. Hackett approaches, swings the leg, just kind of punches this one down. It'll be taken by the up man at the 17-yard line. Not much. Gets it out to the 24. That's Stevie Seward. Griman there to make sure he doesn't get any more. About a return of 6 yards. And so Yuma will have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll split a receiver to either side. Double tight set here. They'll send a man in motion in the give right up the middle. I think this is Beaupre. He's got some room. Beaupre out for a first down into the Blazers secondary and down at the 44-yard line. Bo Martinez and Drew Kramer have to combine on the stop, but that's the first down for Yuma in this game.
Yeah, the first chunk play we've seen from him.
Outlaws move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10. Check it at their own 39-yard line. They'll go to an old-fashioned I formation here. And Coach Kelly Seward doesn't like what he sees. And he'll spend his second time out of the first half. Yuma with just one remaining here in the first quarter. And will break as well. 3:44 left in the first on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Score goes Torrington 7, Yuma nothing. Back to Wiseman Field after this.
Hi, this is Brian Young, CEO of Go Goshen. Go Goshen is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering economic development in Goshen County since 1987. In our community, small businesses are vital, which is why Go Goshen focuses on retaining and expanding local enterprises through grants and other opportunities. We're also home to the Chamber of Commerce, Travel and Tourism, and the Main Street program. Visit gogoshen.com to learn more about how we can help you today.
After Yuma's second time out, they'll go with the same look here. I formation. And Duran will hand to the I back, and he's on the loose. Christian Thompson into the Blazers secondary. First down and more into Torrington territory, all the way down to the 32-yard line. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Christian Thompson rips one off.
And these Outlaws with some big backs.
Thompson, a junior. 1st and 10, Yuma on the move. Fake the give. Duran's going to keep it himself, trying to pick his way through the Blazer D. Some positive yards before Griman and Gross combine on the stop. Forward progress for Duran will get it to the 32-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Torrington leads it 7-0, but Yuma driving. They'll send a receiver to either side. Duarte's going to line up in the gun. Here's a sweep coming. And down at the 24-yard line goes Covarrubias. They'll spot it at the 23, and that's enough to move the chains once again for Yuma. Both squads with 3 first downs in this one. Outlaws will send a couple new guys in.
And both squads, after going 3 and out on their first possession, some good drives here.
Finding some traction offensively. 3 receivers on the pattern now for Yuma. Duran's in the gun. He's going to roll to the right side. Looks down the field, now gets some heat. Martinez after him, throws, it's caught, somehow caught. Out close to a first down goes Covarrubias.
What a play.
Going to come up just a bit shy. That's good enough for a pickup, they'll say, of 6, but boy, Duran was dead to rights.
Yeah, I think that was Hager on the chase and threw it up before he went out of bounds.
Yuma will go hurry up. I formation, 2nd and short, the give right up the middle. Going nowhere is Beaupre. Stopped by Aaron Chavez. No gain. 3rd down and 4. From the 17-yard line. Receivers split to either side. Duran will back up into the gun. Inside handoff will go to Thompson. Thompson on the run, and he's going to take it to the house. 17 yards out, Christian Thompson gets Yuma's first score. An impressive drive for the Outlaws. They have a chance to tie the ball game right here on the point after. Again, it'll be the senior Lozano out to attempt the point after. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way, and it is good, and we are tied. 1 minute, 3 seconds left here. First quarter, CNA scoreboard. It's Yuma 7, Torrington 7, and back here to Wiseman Field after this.
Whether you're a Wyoming Cowboy fan or a Trailblazer, Lancer, Dogger, or Cyclone, Heartline Embroidery has the apparel and accessories you need to show your school colors. Stop in the store on Main Street in Torrington and take a look for yourself. From jackets and t-shirts to everyday gear and accessories, we promise you'll find something for the whole family. With new items always coming into the store, you'll always find that perfect item to show off your school spirit. Only at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
Grant Jones, Ryan Keith back live at Wiseman Field. It appears we've got a dandy for you here tonight. Both teams with first quarter touchdowns. Pretty evenly matched, it appears. Both teams 3 and out on their first possessions, but score on their next ones. And it'll be Torrington's turn as we wind our way down to the end of the first quarter.
An impressive drive there by Yuma, and I think those 2 big backs, Beaupre and Thompson, going to be tough to handle for the Blazers.
Lozano to boot it away. This is another low, short kick. Goes through the hands of one Blazer, and Greiman will pick it up at the 15-yard line. Head left side, breaks into the clear. Greiman across the 40 out to the 47-yard line before he's hauled down.
It's been fun to watch Landry on return. Last few games, he's really filled in that role. Kind of finds the open field, then turns on the gas.
They'll spot it up at the 48-yard line. Blazers have not started any drive tonight inside their own 45, and they won't on this one. 1st and 10 at the 48. Long, drawn-out pistol look here for Torrington. Kramer fakes the pitch back. Going to fire it left side. It's caught. I think that's Dagan out there. Short pickup for Brady. And he'll be down at about the 49-yard line. Just a pickup of one right there. But a well-designed play. Just didn't fool Yuma. 2nd and 9. Twins to the right side, single receiver left side. Kramer back in the gun. Got Sandusky next to him. Going to flare this one out. Here's Griman. Has a first down and more. Now Landry's in the clear at the 30 to the 20. Shakes off another tackler. He will score. Landry Griman, 51 yards. His second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, just showing off all his strengths as a receiver tonight. Had the one, he had to climb the ladder to get that one. It was the yards after the catch. Some nice moves from Landry to get down the field.
Two-play drive for Torrington. 52 yards, they score it. And Hackett out to attempt the point after. It's true. And the Blazers retake the lead. 6.1 left here in the first quarter. Your score on the CNA scoreboard. Torrington 14, Yuma 7. Back after this.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
So Torrington just a two-play drive. The first one, quick shot and a 1-yard gain to Dagan. Then they flare it out near side to Griman. He breaks several tackles on his way to the house from 51 yards. 14-7 Blazers. See a Torrington player trying to get stretched out here on the near side. North Platte physical therapy crew working on him. I think that might be Kramer trying to get stretched out. Hackett, just a little pooch kick. This is going to be a free ball at the 30, picked up there and then banged out of bounds. Goes Brody Colway.
Real quick, Grant, a Bronco Grill House score update for the best burgers in town. Try the Bronco on Main in Torrington. A showdown on 98.3 Kerm FM, number 1 Pine, number 2 Big Piney. Pine leads at 9-7 at the tail end of the first.
Boy, you got a couple of good ball games tonight to listen to and watch on our stations and on YouTube. 1st and 10, Yuma. Here's a give right up the middle. There he goes again. This is Thompson on the run into the Blazers secondary and down at the 31-yard line. Right at the end of the first quarter, I think Martinez had to chase him down. And Thompson a little slow to get up from the tackle. But Yuma really gutting the Blazers on some big runs. This is a big back and forth ball game. Entertaining first quarter. The rest of them should be as well. So at the end of the first on the CNA scoreboard, it's Torrington 14, Yuma 7. We'll be back for the second quarter coming up after this.
Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind but still really important, life insurance. Because it offers financial protection for your loved ones and can help you pay for things like a mortgage, credit debt, or even your children's education. Plus, life insurance is probably more affordable than you think. And with State Farm, your local agents, Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin, can help you understand your options and choose a coverage that best fits your needs. Contact Mike Rafferty State Farm at 307-532-3218 today.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Hi, it's Ashley Arntz, mortgage lender with Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, after the first quarter, Blazers lead at 14-7, but bigger story, I think, in this one are a couple of injuries to some Outlaws here. They had Trujillo go out earlier, and Christian Thompson, Outlaw running back, so one-man wrecking crew for the Outlaws, taking his sweet time getting off the field from that tackle by Martinez. He ripped off a big one, got it all the way to the 32-yard line. First down of the first half for the Outlaws. And they're in business once again. Trying to keep pace with the Blazers here, have done it so far. Duran will give it to Beaupre off right tackle. He's got a big hole. Beaupre into the open field and down at the 11. Sandusky trying to get his defensive troops riled up here to make a stop. Free safety Drew Kramer had to make that one. But another first down for Yuma as they're back in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll line up in the I behind Duran. And the give. Flag comes in as Duarte picks his way through for some positive yardage, but let's check the hanky, as the Outlaws already been flagged twice in this one. Appear to have another one coming. It's going to be a hold on Yuma.
Now the Blazers will take all the Yuma penalties they can get. These backs for the Outlaws have proved a lot to handle.
This will back them up outside of the red zone to the 21. 1st and 20, they'll repeat the down. They'll split a receiver to either side. Duran's going to back up into the gun. Beaupre next to him. They'll send Covarrubias in motion, and down goes the backer. Actually, that was Duran that kept the ball. Blazers slice through and get him. We'll call it a 1-yard loss for the Yuma quarterback. 2nd down and 21. Yuma will bunch in tight, just a single receiver to the left side. That's Seward. Duran up under center with high formation behind him. Fake the give. Duran wants to throw, rolls, fires, it's incomplete. Looking out towards the corner for Trejo. Can't find him. Good coverage out there, Bo Martinez. And now 3rd down and long for Yuma. Kind of shows you what happens when you don't have Thompson out there. Blazer fans trying to get riled up as the Cowbells come out on 3rd down. 3rd and 21. Yuma went backwards on a penalty, and then another run stopper for the Blazers. Duran on the run, trying to pick his way through. He's to the 20, heads up field at the 15, going to be nowhere close to a Yuma first down as he goes down at about the original line of scrimmage. Gross participating on the stop, maybe also Hackett out there. But it'll bring up 4th and 10 and decision time here for Kelly Seward. Don't know if Lozano has the leg for the field goal try from here. Yuma's going to go for it. They'll bunch up tight once again, split back formation. Actually, that'll be Duran next to Beaupre. Duran has plenty of time. Now rolls near side. He'll take off. Duran to the 10, to the 5, reaching for the end zone. No indication yet. And I think they're going to say no indication. I think they're going to spot it up at the 1, aren't they? It'll be a first.
I think so.
That would be a first down.
Yeah, he kind of went right to the pylon there, but I think he was down. His knee was coming down before he reached over and got it.
Duran showing some speed for the Outlaws there. Now Yuma has it point blank. They might be forced to take another timeout here, and I think they will.
It's all of them.
9:09 left in the first half. Yuma's spent their last one of the first half. They have it at the 1/2 yard line when we come back. 9:09 left, second quarter. CNA scoreboard, Torrington 14, Yuma 7. Back after this.
Blodorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blodorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blodorns.com. Blodorns, products you need, people you trust.
Grant Jones, Ryan Cave, back live at Wiseman Field. First down on the big run from the quarterback Duran. Outlaws have it point blank, right at the 1/2 yard line. Duran up under center. He's going to give to the first man through. That's Beaupre. He's close. No indication yet. And they're going to call him short of the goal line. Stacked up nicely by the interior of the Blazer D. Well, you're not getting much closer to the goal line than that.
Say they put that nose of that football. Looks like it's touching from here.
Second down try. Duran, I think he slipped. His knee went down. Might have lost yardage here. Yeah, they'll set it back a couple of feet. Back to the 1. Third down and goal.
What would be a huge stop here for the Blazers.
Going to have to do it probably a couple more times.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get it down to the 1-inch line and kick. Duran going to keep it himself. He'll push straight ahead, get a little help from the running back, and he's across. Touchdown Ian Duran. And Yuma with the chance to retie it again with a PAT.
What a football game.
Yuma scores with 8:55 left here in the second. Lozano out to attempt the point after. The holder is Mario Ross. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick on the way. It is good. And we are tied once again. 8:55 left before halftime. Clark and Associates scoreboard. Oh, a dandy on a dandy night here in Goshen County. It's Yuma 14, Torrington 14. Back after this.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
Torrington opened up the scoring in this game. Yuma came right back and tied it. Blazers got another score, the second score from Landry Greiman in the first half. Yuma came right back and tied it. 8:55 left here, second quarter. We're all knotted up at 14. As we said, last non-conference ball game for Torrington. Things get real next week when Lander comes to town for homecoming. Here's Lozano, just punches this one along the ground. It's going to be taken by Dagan at the 26, and he'll be drilled after about a pickup on that return of about 7. They'll spot it up at the Blazer 34. Torrington, 2 more games at home on this homestand. The Lander game will be followed by Rollins, and then 2 games on the road in conference play at Buffalo, at Riverton. And Torrington winds up the regular season at home in October with Douglas. So, who's going to blink first? Torrington football, Kramer up under center. He's going to roll left, has time, fires, dumps off a short one to Hackett. Might be Holden's first catch of the year, and he'll be out of bounds at about the 42, looking for the tight end right there in the flat.
Yeah, good decision by Kramer. Good protection. Just rolled out to his left side and found the easy dump off. 78 yards through the air for Kramer.
Good enough for a pickup of about 8 on the play. Second and short, 2nd and 2. Torrington at their own 42. We'll send Twins to the right side. Running back on each side of Kramer in the gun. To give Sandusky right up the middle. Flag comes in. Sandusky a first down. Gets it all the way out to midfield, but hold the phone.
Could be a hold.
Torrington has not been flagged tonight until now. Holding Blazers. Good to see them clean up that stat. Lots of penalties against Gearing. Followed that up with lots of penalties at Wheatland the following week. But this one hurts a little. It's going to back him up to the 32 to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, you mentioned don't blink. That could be one of those things that sets you back in this game. A big holding call. See if they can come back from that.
Twins to the right side, Degan to the left. Kramer in the gun, rolls right, stops. This one's batted down. Boy, what a play right there as Riley Trejo walks the ladder and bats that pass of Kramer's to the ground. 3rd down. See what Torrington dials up here on 3rd and 12. Twins right, single left. That's Greiman. Trying to get press man coverage near side. Looking for him is Kramer and just overthrows. Incomplete.
Man.
Stevie Seward on coverage for Yuma, and the Outlaws are going to get the ball back here with 7:31 left second quarter in a tie ball game. Hackett will stand at his 19. This snap in the ground. Hackett picks it up and bangs out a good one. This one takes a Yuma hop right in front of the returner. It was like a boomerang. Shot back to about the 42-yard line. And that's where the Outlaws will have it 1st and 10. So let's see if the Blazer D can hold here. With Yuma a chance to take the lead for the first time this ball game on this drive. Duran, the give, and nowhere goes, I think that was Beaupre, yes. He'll actually lose a yard.
Another Bronco Grillhouse score update, a game on 98.3 FM, your CWAC game of the week. It's number 1 Pine Bluffs over Big Piney in the second quarter, 16-7.
Try to get you rundowns of all the games in the second half. Not everybody starting at 6 tonight, but a lot of them. 2nd down and 11. Fake the give. Duran's going to run it out of there. He's going to go left side with it. Greiman giving chase, cuts him back in, and down he goes. Oh, boy. Hit hard. Was that Chavez? I think so. That sent Duran backwards, but not before the Yuma quarterback picks up 5 to make it 3rd down and 6. Big down here for the Blazer D. Tied up with Yuma with 6 minutes to play here second quarter. Ball sitting on the 46-yard line. Duran up under center. I formation, the give. Thompson's back in there. Tackled from behind. Thompson still on his feet. Gets a push forward. Should have a 1st down in Blazer territory at the 47-yard line. Yuma's 7th 1st down of this first half.
Yeah, Thompson, the one that was hurt earlier, looked to be just fine there. He's got 82 yards on 4 carries.
A fresh 4 for the Outlaws in Blazer territory now. They're on the move. Duran will back up in the gun. 3 wide receivers set. The give, Beaupre up the middle. Not much initially, but keeps chugging forward across the 45 down to the 43. Brennan Woodard on the stop. Pick up of about 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Outlaws will split a receiver to either side this time. Duran in the gun. Inside give. That is to Covarrubias, and he'll have a first down across the 35 down to about the 31-yard line. And now Torrington's going to stop the clock with a timeout themselves, try to get kind of reset on defense to stop this train coming at them. 4:31 left, second quarter, Clark and Associates scoreboard. Yuma driving when we come back. We're knotted up 14 back after this.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our quick lane is open to serve you with no appointments necessary. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in the valley with the works starting at $69.95. Is life too busy? No problem. Ask our team about our pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models. Stop by or call our team at 308-635-3701. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Scotts Bluff.
First and 10 Outlaws. Duran up under center. The give up the middle and out towards another first down goes Duarte. Ran down on the far side by Xavier Sanchez.
I didn't even see the flag.
Yeah, we missed it as well, but this is going to negate that run. Formation penalty on Yuma. This would be their fourth penalty of the first half. Blazers need to keep all the yardage they can right here, so you bet they'll accept this. Back them up from the line of scrimmage to the 36. 25 yards in penalties now for Yuma as opposed to 10 for Torrington. They'll split a receiver either side. Duran's back in the gun. Here's the inside give to Thompson, I believe. Blazers sniff it out nicely. Landry Griman there to drive him backwards.
Yeah, good job by Landry. He saw that play coming from yesterday.
That'll be a loss on the play of 1. They'll back it up to the 37. Second down and about 16 now for Yuma.
Be sure to tune in tonight after our football coverage on both stations. The scoreboard show should be coming up around 9.
Just one wide receiver in the pattern now for Yuma. Fake the give. Duran wants to throw. Now receiving some heat. Rolling near side. Throws off his back foot. This is incomplete. Looking for Trejo on the corner route. Good coverage back there.
And Griman in on the coverage for the Blazers.
Had Martinez, Kramer in the area. Third down and 16. This would be a big stop for Torrington. Make for some decisions here for the Yuma coaching staff, playing it either close to the vest or far enough down the field to go for it. Pitch back coming. far side, and down goes Covarrubias. Not before he gets a good chunk of it back. Down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th and long for Yuma. 4th down and about 8. And doesn't appear that they're pulling the offense off the field. They'll go for it here. 3 wide receivers in the pattern now for Yuma on 4th down. Duran's in the gun. Blazers will rush 5. Duran rolling near side, throws it out in the flat. It's incomplete. It'll be Blazer ball. Too far in front of Thompson. Greiman right there with him. And Torrington will take over on downs at their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, what a stop by the Blazer D. Now you got 2.5 minutes to go down the field before half. Blazers still with 2 timeouts left. Try to get this lead before they head to the locker room.
It will be Torrington, or check it will be Yuma football to start the second half. Four wide receivers on the pattern here for the Blazers. Greiman in motion. He's going to get the football. Far side. No, that's Dagan. And Dagan will dance out of bounds with it. Past the 35 out to about the 36. Greiman provided the blocking from that motion. 2nd down and 3 Blazers. Clock stopped at 2:24 on the out of bounds play. Two receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. Kramer in the gun. Oh no. Actually,
Wildcat.
Yeah, it was Greiman wildcatting. Kramer was lined up at receiver, but somebody moved. This is going to be a penalty on Torrington. They'll march him back 5. Second penalty on the Blazers of the contest now. 15 yards total in the first half.
I think the first time we've seen them line up with that this year.
2nd down and 8. Twins to either side once again. They'll go more conventional, though, with Kramer in the backfield in the gun. Yuma rushes 3. Kramer rolling near side. Hangs this one up on the near sideline, just throwing it out of bounds. Receiver in the area was Dagan. He had big Brian Montez in his face that got past protection.
Been impressed, though, overall with the Blazer pass protection, especially when you're banged up on the line.
2 normal starters to start the year, injured now. Back to pass. Kramer fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Boy, dangerous there off the hands of Dagan. And could have been a tip drill for Mario Ross, but couldn't quite get to it. That'll bring up 4th down. Blazers going to show punt here, I believe, with the ball on their 31-yard line.
Coming off the play there, Grant, was Trejo for Yuma. Looked a little banged up. So keep an eye on him.
Hackett stands on his 19, gets a better snap this time. This is a high wobbler that Yuma will just get away from. Backs up on Hackett once again with a Yuma roll out to about the 41-yard line. Still plenty of time here for Yuma, but their problem is they ran out of timeouts a long time ago.
Yeah, going to have to go a pretty long ways here. Not too bad, but just a minute 58 left.
Yuma will have it 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Blazers will rush 4. Duran back in the gun. And the give off left tackle to Beaupre. And Colby Sandusky hauls him down after a short gainer. Pickup of a couple. 2nd and 8. Hurry up offense here for the Outlaws. Duran hands off again. This is Beaupre once again. He's across the 45 out to about the 48-yard line. Better pickup there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3, Yuma. They're set and ready to go with the football here. Minute 13. Duran back to throw, running away from pressure. Flings it down the field. It's incomplete, but a flag comes in. They're going to get Connor Carell on the PI, I believe. If he would have turned around, that would have been one thing. Let's get the call. It is pass interference. It's going to be a 1st down for Yuma.
Well, the one highlight, it's not a spot foul in high school.
It'll be a big one, though, 15 yards. All the way into Blazer territory now at the 37. Yuma on the move. They have a minute 4. And this will be blown dead.
False start.
Fifth penalty on the Outlaws here, first half. So march them back 5. Push it out to about the 42. Bring up 1st and 15. Duran going to bring it near side. Shakes off one tackle, cuts it back up across the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. That's the original line of scrimmage. Bo Martinez with the tackle. 2nd down and 10. Duran trying to set up the screen. He's got it to Thompson. Thompson shakes off one tackle. Can't get away from another as Xavier Sanchez gets him. That's going to lose yardage, loss of 1, 3rd down and 11. Time ticking away on Yuma here. 20 seconds here in the first half. Quickly now. Here's Duran running away from pressure, flings it down the field. Anybody's ball, it'll be incomplete. That will stop the clock with 6.3.
Good coverage there by the Blazers to force this 4th down.
Torrington D's got to survive one more of these. And that should be enough to send him into the locker room for halftime. Stay tuned with us at halftime. We'll run through stats and have a surprise guest for you. Now here's Duran going to fling it down the field. Got a man, and it's incomplete. Boy, just through the hands of Trejo, and that will do it for half. Entertaining first half in this last non-conference affair of the season for you. Nothing decided yet after 24 minutes of play. At halftime on the Clark & Associates scoreboard, it's Yuma Outlaws 14, Torrington Trailblazers 14. We'll take a break and be back with halftime stats coming up after this.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran owned and operated.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you're looking for a rotor or windshield wiper motor, yeah, you'll find it at CarQuest.
Since 1965, Valley Motor Supply CarQuest has proudly served eastern Wyoming and western Nebraska as a locally owned and operated business. The experienced staff is ready and willing to help with parts and fluids for your cars, trucks, and tractors. Stop in at Valley Motor Supply CarQuest, your local auto parts retailer.
Yeah, you'll find it at CarQuest.
Halftime here at Wiseman Field, all knotted up, 14 apiece, Torrington and Yuma, and halftime stats are brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy. North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game on and off the field. Marnie and her crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. Stop by at 1301 East M Street or call them 532-5355. North Platte Physical Therapy, providing quality professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. Kind of a case of who would blink first in this one. Nobody did. Torrington struck first, 4:24 left in the first quarter. Landry Griman, a 12-yard catch from Drew Kramer. Hackett's kick was good. Torrington led 7-0. Yuma came right back. Christian Thompson, scoring run from 17 yards out. Lozano's kick tied the score 7 apiece. And then the Blazers with a 2-play drive and a big pitch and catch to Griman again. 51 yards to pay dirt. With 6 seconds left in the quarter, the kick made it at the end of the first. Torrington 14, Yuma 7. And then the Outlaws come back once again. 8:55 left second quarter. Duran from a yard out. That makes our halftime score 14-14. A whole rack of first downs for the Yuma Outlaws in this one. They already have 9 in the first half. The Blazers just with 3. Yuma's been penalized more than Torrington has, 5 of them for 30 yards. The Blazers 3 penalties for 30 yards. No turnovers in this ball game, as Yuma just turns the ball over on downs once. Over to Ryan here for a look at your further team and individual stats.
Thank you, Grant. You can bet head coach Steinmetz going to talk about the run defense in the locker room at halftime. Yuma in the first half, 194 yards on the ground, and they spread it out by committee. Leading the Outlaws was Thompson, 82 yards on 4 carries and a touchdown. Beaupre with 42 yards on 6 carries. Covarrubias with 34 yards on 3 carries. And Duran, a rushing touchdown, 36 yards for Duran on the ground. Passing, Duran, 2 of 6, just 6 yards for the Outlaws through the air. For the Trailblazers, on the ground, led by Drew Kramer, the quarterback, with 5 carries, 25 yards. Griman with 3 yards on the ground. Just 28 yards rushing for Torrington in that first half. Passing, Drew Kramer, a good first half for him. 6 of 12, 2 touchdowns, 86 yards for Drew. Both of those touchdowns to Griman. Landry with 3 grabs, 69 yards. Hackett with a catch for 8, and Dagan with 2 catches for 9 yards. And that wraps up your individual stats again at halftime. It is tied up 14-all on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. And we'll take a break here. We've got a special guest up in the press box with us. A lot of history with the Yuma Outlaws, so we'll talk with Mr. Terry Lofink after this break.
Know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
In the Cowboys state, we all know that oil and gas play a pivotal role in our Wyoming way of life. Western Proppants in Yoder is proud to provide high-quality frac sand for the oil and gas community. In fact, they're the only in-basin source for high-quality frac sand in southeastern Wyoming. Learn more at westernproppants.com and check out the careers page for job opportunities. Western Proppants, located in Yoder, Wyoming.
Hey moms and dads, you're teaching us stuff every day, even when you don't mean to. Pretty soon, we'll think we know everything, but at least for now, we think you do. But even we know that it's not okay to text and drive, because when you're texting, you're not driving. Pretty soon, we'll be the ones driving, and you're going to want us to be safe. But we're going to remember what you show us more than what you tell us. So put your seatbelt on and turn your cell phone off.
Paid for by YDOT.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at JG Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. JG Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners in the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Looking for expert urologic care in your community? Dr. Matthew Rutman, board-certified urologist at Banner Health Torrington, specializes in comprehensive urologic and pelvic health, treating everything from bladder issues and kidney stones to pelvic pain and prostate issues. Dr. Rutman provides personalized, compassionate care right here in your community. Call Banner Health Torrington at 307-532-8758. Banner Health, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
Bear Mountain Beef is your go-to for all of your USDA beef, hog, lamb, and goat processing. Located in Hot Springs, they're the premier USDA processor in the area. Give them a call today to book your next appointment, 307-338-2751, or visit their website, bearmountainbeef.com, 338-2751. Bear Mountain Beef, a cut above the rest.
Fall is in the air, and that means football season and tailgating. Century Lumber in Torrington has big savings on grills. Check out the Weber Grill with a sale price of just $479.99. Century has also drastically reduced the price on the Peak Prime Green Mountain Grill. Come see all the features that this grill provides, including remotely managing your cooks with the Prime app. And it's priced at under $1,000. Your grilling headquarters at Century Lumber in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. So make Dinklage Feed Yards a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed Yards, East Highway 26 in Torrington.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. I'm Ryan Young, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Stop by our office on Main Street in Torrington or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Eric's Lube Express provides fast, friendly, and convenient oil changes with no appointment needed. Located in the Cold Springs Business Park, just north of Baumgars. Simply drive up and never get out of your vehicle. They'll also accommodate your busy schedule with pickup and delivery service. Just call 307-338-2653. Oil changes made easy. Eric's Lube Express. Swing through today.
Grant Curry with Farm Bureau Financial Services is committed to helping you prepare for the unexpected. Farm Bureau, the #1 insurer of farm and ranch in Wyoming. They have a wide variety of insurance and financial services. He can help you understand your needs and provide the right coverage for you specifically. Visit him at the Torrington location, 1919 East A, or in Lusk at 208 West Griffith. Grant Curry, your local agent with Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Welcome back to halftime here, everybody, at Wiseman Field. Tie score here coming down towards the end of halftime, 14-14. Yuma and Torrington, and kind of got a little special deal. An old friend of ours, heard him before on the radio waves, seen him coaching in the area. Terry Lofink is with us, and Terry's been at several schools up and down the valley here, spent significant time down in Yuma, Colorado. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, thanks,
Always good to have you.
Thanks for having me on.
Good to have you
awesome.
back. You provide a unique perspective of this ball game, of these two schools, these two communities. First of all, did you ever dream you'd see them on the field together?
It's crazy, all this kind of took place in 2000 when we went to Yuma, and I didn't know where even Yuma was, and got a phone call and went down and interviewed, and I was coaching down there for 11 years and formed a relationship with Yuma people, and and the Yuma Torrington connection just kind of grew as I got down there. About 2 or 3 years after I was there, we needed a baseball coach. I got a hold of Brady Neiswanger, and Brady came down and became our head baseball coach. And next thing you know, Abby Neiswanger's dating Wade Brew, and the next thing you know, they're married. So we got all kinds of Torrington Yuma connections.
Yeah,
so
that's a ton
it's kind of a cool deal. Yeah, really cool.
Between the two schools. How long down in the Yuma area?
I was there 11 years. Went down there in 2000. Last year was 2011. Had a great run, great experience, great people down there. It's just a unbelievable valley. It's just great. It was a great place to coach. But they, it's crazy. The head coach Kelly Seward played for me, and he asked me to talk to the kids, and I talked to the kids before the game, and I stand in the locker room. I knew one kid, his kid's the only kid I know. So,
yeah.
I've been going now. You're talking 14, 15 years. So, the connections kind of go away, but still got a lot of love and passion for the school, and it's always great to see people from Yuma.
Yeah, absolutely, and they brought plenty up here to witness this ball game here tonight. What are your thoughts so far on the first half here, Loaf?
Well, talking to everybody, I said I think it's going to be a good game. It's kind of a contrasting styles. Yuma's going to want to pound the football, and Torrington's going to spread it out and throw it and use their athletes, and that's exactly kind of what we saw in the first half. It's been a good football game here.
Absolutely. And while you were down in the Yuma area, coached several things while you were down there, but what we remember you most for is the basketball team down there, and that was quite a group that you built.
Yep.
At that point in time, and did real well state-wise. Got to, what was it, quarterfinals?
We made the semifinals 2 or 3 times while I was there, and it was just, we had great runs, great kids. They bought in, and it's funny when I come, I think out of the 7 or 8 coaches over there, I think 6 of them I coached, and that's the thing that makes Yuma a really special community. Their kids, after they graduate, they usually go on and go to school. But the sweet thing about those kids in Yuma, they all come back, and they give back to and so you always see those same names revolving in that community where it's really cool to see. Just like I said, with all these kids, I call them kids. Now they're men, have their own kids and families, but they all come back. They give back to the school that gave them so much, and that's so cool to see.
Starting to see that a little bit with some of this Torrington group. A lot of these families starting to come back here a little bit, so it's definitely something that a tie between the two communities that I think you started.
Yeah, it was a special time. Like I told these kids, before the game, I said, I raised my kids down there. My boys, grew up. They grew up Yuma Indians. Now they're the Outlaws, but they were the Indians during my time, and it was a special time, special place.
I haven't said Indians yet, but I know I will at some point here tonight. That's just too tough to just turn that. So, well, we appreciate Terry coming by here. We're getting ready to roll with the second half, and the Blazers will kick it away. It'll be Yuma football. Thanks, Terry. Thanks for providing insight on a pretty good relationship between these two communities.
Hey, appreciate you. I listen to you and watch you, and I tell you what, you do a heck of a job on the air, man.
Awesome.
Torrington's lucky to have you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much, my friend. Terry Loafing, everybody. Yeah, great history there. Yeah, it really started with him going down all the way back to 2000. Came a pretty strong tie between the two communities. So here's Yuma. They've got it 1st and 10 lined up at about the 34, and right off the bat they'll go back to the run. Big tackle right there by Brendan Woodard, kind of saving a big run. Down at the 40-yard line goes Duarte. So a pretty good gain by Duarte. It'll bring up 2nd down and a long 3 for Yuma in a 14-14 ball game here. Now Duran's going to keep it. He'll have a 1st down and more across the 45 out to midfield before he's flung out of bounds by Bo Martinez. He'll get a yard into Torrington territory. Boy, Coach Steinmetz very animated on the near side. Kind of sensing that Yuma's running through his defense here a little bit again, trying to get him fired up. 1st and 10, another 1st down for the Outlaws. And the give is to Beaupre. Beaupre going to be out close to another 1st down. Across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. That should be enough. Yuma, it's been the ground and pound on this drive. And gutting the Blazers right now on a drive that, if they finish it, would put them in the lead for the first time tonight.
Well, that's the thing, Grant. Over 200 yards on the ground, Yuma is. Torrington's got to find a way to stop it.
This is where the Blazer D stiffened last time. Kind of a bend but don't break. But Yuma's going to rip off another big one against them across the 30 down to the 31. That was Duarte. They'll spot it up at the 29-yard line. 1st down, number 11 for the Outlaws.
Another Bronco Grillhouse score update. And again, we'll try to get some 3A scores for you later. But Pine Bluffs and Big Piney, number 1 and 2 and 1A9 man. Pine up at half, 29-13.
Yuma on the move once again. Duran's going to keep this one. He's into the Blazers secondary. He's to the 15, to the 10, and out of bounds there. Boy, Yuma coming out with a full head of steam here out of the locker room in this second half. They'll put it on the 11. The Outlaws can get a first down outside of the goal line. I formation behind Duran. Here's the give. This one's going to Thompson off left tackle. He'll cut it up inside the 10, down to about the 5. They'll spot it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Pick up there of 7 yards for Thompson. Outlaws knocking on the door. They'll send a receiver to the right side. Everybody else bunched in tight. Duran's going to go up under center. The give to the first man through, that's Beaupre. They've got him initially, now pushing forward and going to get positive yardage out of this one. Down close to a Yuma first down, depending on the spot. Don't know whether they'll look at the chains or not. They'll give them a first down. First and goal. Yuma with an impressive drive to start the third quarter. One receiver out to the left. Tight eye. And they're just going to try to push Duran in. And he's across. Touchdown, Yuma. And the Outlaws have their first lead of the game. Got a little push from that tight I formation behind him. That was just enough to get him across the goal line. And Lozano out to attempt the point after. Snap is a little low. Now they're going to take off from there. They'll throw it up. This will fall incomplete. So the point after try, no good on a bad snap. As they try to save the day, throwing it up in the air. Nobody close to the football, but Yuma will have the lead. 8:54 left, third quarter. It's Yuma 20, Torrington 14. Blazers got to answer when we return.
Kelly Sittner, President First State Bank in Torrington. Our Torrington branch is looking to fill a teller/new accounts position. Come work for a company that loves its community and celebrates its employees. First State Bank is a hometown bank staffed with your neighbors and friends. Join our team and apply today at www.fsbwi.com. Best place to work, best place to bank. We are an equal opportunity employer. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Yuma takes the opening drive of the second half. Goes all the way down the field and scores. They have their first lead of the contest, 20-14 on the Blazers. See if Torrington maybe can get their first run back. After the kickoffs here, there's another low squib kick taken by Sandusky. He's on the move right up the field. Sandusky to the 45, out to the 48-yard line. Blazers have had outstanding field position all game to start their drives, and heads-up play there by the senior just to pick it up and go.
Yeah, a good adjustment there by the Blazers with those squib kicks by Yuma. Put a good returner at halfway up that formation. Able to bring it back almost to midfield.
So here comes Torrington, down by 6 here in the third quarter. Twins to the left side. Single receiver out to the right. They're going to send Gross in motion, fake the sweep, throw by Kramer. and caught and dropped far side, incomplete to Dagan. I think Brady heard footsteps. 2nd and 10.
That was a great throw by Kramer. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Good design, a little misdirection. Trying to spring Dagan free. Couldn't haul it in. 2nd and 10. Trips now out to the right side. Dagan out alone to the left. Kramer's just going to keep it himself. Running off left tackle. Drew is into the clear. Kramer to the 30, to the 20, still on his feet. 10, 5, touchdown Torrington. There are no flags on a 52-yard run by Drew Kramer.
Yeah, what a play there by Drew on the keeper.
Showed some speed and some durability there, running through tackles in the secondary. And we wondered if the Blazers would answer. They do. Now they can retake the lead with a make here. What a football game. Snap is a little high. Hold is down. Kick by Hackett just makes it through. And the Blazers have the lead once again. 8:32 left, third quarter. CNA scoreboard, your score. Torrington 21, Yuma, Colorado 20. Back here to Wiseman Field after this.
Hi, this is Brian Young, CEO of Go Goshen. Go Goshen is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering economic development in Goshen County since 1987. In our community, small businesses are vital, which is why Go Goshen focuses on retaining and expanding local enterprises through grants and other opportunities. We're also home to the Chamber of Commerce, Travel and Tourism, and the Main Street program. Visit gogoshen.com to learn more about how we can help you today.
Grant Jones, Ryan Keith back live at Wiseman Field. Yuma the score to open up the second half, and the Blazers answer right back. A 52-yard scamper by quarterback Drew Kramer. His first touchdown of the night.
Man, and Grant, you go back a possession ago, that fumbled snap on the PAT from Yuma. That could be big in a game of catch-up as Torrington with that 1-point lead.
And in a game this tight. Blazers now with a 1-point lead. Kicking off to the Outlaws. Hackett will approach. Needs a big leg swing in this one. Just going to kind of kick it halfway over towards the sideline. It's taken over there by Duarte, and he'll just run it up across the 35 out to about the 38-yard line. Tackle Garrett Hager. One of those ball games, kind of think the last one to have the football might have this one. Now here's Duran. He's got some open room near side, just keeps it himself. Hit by Greiman, down, but not before positive yardage by the Yuma quarterback. Out to about the 45-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 7 on the play by Duran. Second and short. Outlaws have kept it on the ground this entire second half so far in their 2 possessions. Second and 3. I formation for Yuma. Here's the give. Duarte cut behind the line. Brendan Woodard. Slice through and drop Duarte for a 2-yard loss. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 now for Yuma.
It's been fun watching Woodward in his first year playing for the Blazers. He's had some good plays.
Big one here. They'll split out 2 to the left side, single receiver to the right. Duran's going to drop back into the gun. They'll put Thompson in motion. This will be blown dead, and it'll be a false start once again against Yuma.
It just seems like the Outlaws have some issues when they start running those motions.
So back them up to the start of this drive. 3rd down and 10 now. Back at the 38. Blazers need a stop here. Same formation. Duran back in the gun. He's just going to take off straight up the middle. Almost got the ball stripped from him, but down goes Duran after a short gain. Another flag comes in. Duran down at the 44.
Maybe a hold here?
I don't think it came out until the play had started. Officials talking about it at the 40. Still talking about it. Here comes a white hat. It's going to be a block below the waist. On the Outlaws. Spot of the foul was the 38. That was the line of scrimmage. They're going to march him back 10 from there. Nope, check it, 15.
Yeah, it's been huge for Yuma. The penalties.
Up to 45 yards now in penalties. That'll bring up 3rd down, 25. Blazers will sub out Chavez and get Xavier Sanchez in there. They'll rush 4. Duran back in the gun. Woodard trying to get to him. Gets through. The pass caught and still going. Big hit on the far side by Drew Kramer. Really laid the wood, Covarrubias on the far side. That's going to bring up 4th down, although Yuma gets about 17 of it back right there. They'll spot it up at the 39 of the Outlaws. Blazers going to drop back into punt return here with Greiman. They'll punt it from the 30. A high wobbler, takes a Yuma bounce at the 30 and rolls out of bounds, keeping it away from the speedy Greiman at about the 28-yard line. That's where the Blazers will have it. 1st and 10. Well, Torrington, the big stop there defensively. Still 5:32 left here in the 3rd quarter as they lead it by 1, 21-20.
Yeah, big stop is right in a game that's just been catch-up. Just trading blows.
Boy, if anything will get you ready for conference season, this one will. Starts next week, homecoming against Lander. Here comes Torrington. Here's the give. Sandusky, haven't seen much of Colby. He's got it. Bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers and springs it out to about the 31-yard line.
That took all he had just to get some positive yards out of that. Outlaws in the backfield in a hurry.
Good enough for a pickup of 3 by Colby, 2nd and 7. Woodard will come out. Torrington will split. Greiman and Carell off to the left side. Send Hackett in motion. Here's a quick hitter near side to Greiman, and Landry tackled immediately. Short gain here for him, out to about the 32. Picked up 1 on that one. 3rd down and 6. Trips to the right side, single receiver Dagan to the left. Kramer's in the gun. Yuma will rush 3. Back goes Kramer. Now he'll run out of there with it. Kramer caught at about the 39-yard line. That should be enough for a Blazer first down, and it will be. Just Torrington's 4th first down of the contest, yet they lead by 1. Hurry up now by the Blazers. Kramer wants to throw, lost the football, picks it up, and now he's on the run, just trying to get some of it back. But he'll lose a couple on this one, but most importantly, retain possession. Just squirted free as he started his windup.
Yeah, avoided a disaster there.
Luckily for him, he didn't have anybody around him at the time. 2nd down and 12, Blazers. Trips to the right side. Hackett's going to go in motion. Kramer in the gun. Going to keep it himself off right tackle. Flag comes in. Kramer goes down. No gain here. This was thrown by the white hat in the backfield. A Torrington penalty here. Official will pick up his flag and give us the indication. Nope, they're going to wave it off.
That'll work.
That will bring up 3rd down and 12. Ball on the 37. Twins to either side. Blazers need a chunk here. Kramer has time. Still wants to throw. Rolls near side. Fires. It's incomplete. Kramer didn't know if he wanted to run it or throw it. Didn't have a great hand on the ball right there when he let it go. Didn't lead Sandusky enough. That's going to bring up 4th down, and the Blazers are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, these two teams just mirror each other. Blazers come up with a stop, then Yuma does.
Can't get much more evenly matched. It'll be the quarterback, Duarte, back to receive this punt, along with Mario Ross. Hackett standing on about his 25. Good snap to him, and he'll bang it out of there. A nice low drive here by Hackett, and it's returnable. Duran on the run. Duran to midfield, and Duran going to get past everybody to the 20-10. A penalty on the run back, so hold the phone as Duran scores. There's a Blazer down at the 41-yard line. Don't know if we've got a blindside block here or what, but this is coming back. There were 2 flags. Might have been the same thing. Can't identify the Blazer down at the 41 being attended to right now.
Initial indication I saw was a hold on the penalty.
Blindside block, and that's Gross that's down. Now he's sitting up. Blindside block against the return team, Yuma. Will pin them a little deeper. Didn't see the hit or the block on Gross, but no doubt that was probably the call made.
Yeah, good break for the Blazers, but you don't want that penalty to come at the price of an injury to a Blazer. See if Gross gets up here.
They're going to back it all the way up to the 28-yard line. Gross still sitting on the 40-yard line. And now he's up on 2 feet. And walking off under his own power. Might have just got his bell rung there.
Yeah, always scary to see. Good to see him walking off. And a good break for Torrington as Yuma with a lot of field to cover.
Hackett really ripped off a pretty good punt, but it was low and returnable, and that's when scary things can happen on the return as Duran took it all the way back. Now here's the give, left side out close to a first down, then upended by Dagan. Goes Covarrubias. He'll have a first down. Yuma will move the chains for the 14th time tonight. Out to the 40. First down, Outlaws. Duran back in the gun. Fake the give. He's going to keep it himself. Heads left side with it. Duran, another big gainer here for him. Caught from behind, spun out of bounds, but not until he's in Blazer territory all the way down to the 37. Bo Martinez had to grab him by the shirt tail, fling him out of bounds.
Yeah, good thing he caught up to him. About made up for that penalty on the kickoff return, or on the punt return.
First down again, Yuma. Duran will come up under center. Boy, they've mixed that shotgun and I formation up well tonight. Now here's Thompson, the big guy, straight up the middle. He's got a first down and into the Blazer territory, or into the Blazer secondary. Across the 25, down to about the 24.
Yeah, Thompson now over 100 yards on just 6 carries.
And this Yuma team trying to wear down that Blazer D with the run. Now close to the red zone. Duran waits for a blocker, then takes off. He's gang tackled, led by Eichenberger. Inside the 20, down to the 19 as he falls forward. That's a good pickup right there. 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Torrington leads it 21-20 as we're under a minute left here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Now an off-balance line to the left. Duran up under center. The give Thompson. He's coming right side, cuts it up into the Blazers secondary. across the 5, down to the 4-yard line, and another flag comes in. This is going to be a hold on the Outlaws.
Yeah, Blazers have been bailed out by these Hankies.
They'll mark it off from the line of scrimmage at the 19-yard line, send him back to the 29, or 28 rather. That'll bring up 2nd down and 14 now. "34 seconds left now in the quarter. And they'll wind the clock. Durant up under center, I formation behind him. Blazers stack the line. The give. Thompson, left side, gets some good blocking in front of him. And down inside the 25 to about the 23. Dagan on the stop along with Martinez. Gets about 5 there on that one. Going to bring up 3rd and 9, but that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Nothing decided here yet in a great ball game between these two. After 3 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard, it's Torrington 21, Yuma 20. 4th and final coming up after this.
Whether you're a Wyoming Cowboy fan or a Trailblazer, Lancer, Dogger, or Cyclone, Heartland Embroidery has the apparel and accessories you need to show your school colors. Stop in the store on Main Street in Torrington and take a look for yourself. From jackets and t-shirts to everyday gear and accessories, we promise you'll find something for the whole family. With new items always coming into the store, you'll always find that perfect item to show off your school spirit. Only at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Well, here we go. 4th quarter set to start here at Wiseman Field. Beautiful night for football. And this crowd on both sides of the field has not been disappointed in this battle for sure.
Yeah, the best one we've seen all year.
Torrington up by 1, 21-20, Yuma driving. They're at the 23. Shotgun formation in the inside handoff coming. And positive yardage here for Covarrubias down to about the 15. That's going to come up just a bit shy of a 1st down. It's going to be 4th down in a short 2. And you can bet the Outlaws going for this one.
They're going to have to stop one of the many backs that can run this football for Yuma.
Duran in the gun, going to keep it himself, trying to get some blocking, cuts it up, and he should have a 1st down here across the 15 down to the 12. That'll move the chains. 17th Yuma 1st down of the night.
Quick Bronco Grillhouse score update on 98.3 Kerm FM. CWAC game. Pine Bluffs over Big Piney. 35-19 in the 3rd.
Hornets starting to get some separation. Number 1 team in 9-man. Now the quarterback and the running back run into each other, but Thompson just takes out of there with it. And he's going to have a good gain here inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. That'll be just a bit shy of a first down.
Corral, a little gimpy coming up.
Yeah, he took the brunt of Christian Thompson right there, trying to get him out of bounds.
Almost looked like it could have been a design trick play there.
Him and Duran ran into each other. Didn't stop Thompson. Second down and short, and Covarrubias is just going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Yuma. At the 10:42 mark of the fourth quarter, Yuma back in the lead for the second time in this game. Let's see what the Outlaws decide to do here. Going to try to get 2 of these points back after that missed PAT try earlier. Here's the give. Inside Covarrubias again, I believe, and he's in there for the 2-point try. And so, Yuma now up 7 on the Blazers. 10:42 left in the ball game. Yuma Outlaws 28, Torrington Trailblazers 21. Can Torrington answer? We'll find out when we come back.
Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind but still really important, life insurance. Because it offers financial protection for your loved ones and can help you pay for things like a mortgage, credit debt, or even your children's education. Plus, life insurance is probably more affordable than you think. And with State Farm, your local agents, Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin, can help you understand your options and choose a coverage that best fits your needs. Contact Mike Rafferty State Farm at 307-532-3218 today.
Well, what a ball game tonight on Cinch Country for you. Back and forth the whole night long. Torrington has held the lead most of this game, but it's been anybody's ball game here in the second half. Yuma, with that score, now leads 28-21. Covarrubias, his first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Grant, earlier, but what a game to get tuned up for conference play. And that game next week, homecoming against Lander, a much bigger game and I think a better team than we anticipated.
Yeah, the Tigers better this year. Thought they were pretty good last year. Torrington bounced back after the loss to Yuma last year and went up there and manhandled the Tigers. Really sprung their season. Now the kickoff coming to Greiman at the 10. Landry heads up the middle, runs into a pack of Outlaws at about the 30. Down he goes at about the 31. That's where the Blazers will have it, 1st and 10. They'll spot it up at the 32. Blazers have been able to answer. Yuma in this one. Pretty big offensive show here tonight.
It kind of been slow and steady for Yuma on offense in the run game and just explosive for the Blazers.
I don't think they've put it up in the air in the second half, have they? Here's a big run by Sandusky. Colby's free across the 40 out to the 45. That's enough for a Blazer first down. Kramer even had trouble with that snap.
Good to see Colby break one open. He has had a quiet game. That's 14 yards on just 4 carries.
Both teams having a little trouble stopping the run here. Fresh 4 for the Blazers. Just their 5th first down of this contest. They'll send Twins to the left side. I formation. And the pitch back and the fumble. And this is covered by Yuma. And I think that's Torrington's first rushing turnover of the year.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake for the Blazers. Beaupre able to pounce on it. And the Outlaws in business.
Kramer had the I formation behind him, just turned and pitched it back. The timing to Sandusky still a little bit off there. Colby couldn't handle the pitch or was looking forward. And it went right down on the ground to the Indians, or to the Outlaws. Here's Duran coming near side across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. That's a good pickup of about 9 yards on that play. 2nd down and short, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Duran now in triple figures. That's 2 Outlaws over 100. 114 for Duran, 113 for Thompson.
We'll split a single receiver to either side. Here's the give. Covarrubias across the 30. Or check it. That was Beaupre across the 30 down to about the 29-yard line, but another flag down here. Officials set to march Yuma back again. This would be, I believe, the 9th penalty of the ball game on the Outlaws, trying to figure out the spot right now. Ball is sitting just outside the 27. This is a hands to the face penalty against Yuma. As you might have heard from our crowd mic there and the official.
I hate to say it, Grant, but with as much trouble as the Blazers have had with their run defense, these penalties could be what saves them in this game.
Yuma up to 70 yards now. Flag tonight. This will send him all the way out to the 45-yard line. They'll get the down back. 2nd and 13 from that 45-yard line. Yuma has been their own worst enemy in this one. Single receiver to the left side. I formation behind Duran. And the give, Thompson takes on a tackler and then piled out of bounds inside the 40 down to about the 39. Thompson gets a chunk of it back. A gain of about 6 on the play. 3rd down and about 6. Blazers need a big stop here. Having a tough time controlling this run game of the Outlaws. Single receiver to either side. Duran's in the gun. Here's the inside give. Covarrubias hit by Carell, falls forward across the 35 down to the 34. This is going to come up just a bit shy, I believe. They'll set it down right at the 35-yard line. Going to bring up 4th and a short 3 for Yuma.
Yeah, huge play here for the Blazer D.
We have 7:50 left in this one. Again, Yuma leads by a touchdown. 4th down for the Outlaws and short. In Blazer territory, they'll go for it. Blazers stack the line. Duran in the gun, inside give. Thompson cuts it up, 1st down and more. Thompson on the loose into the Blazers secondary and down at the 26. Sandusky might have saved a touchdown. First down, number 18 for Yuma. It's been a very game ball club here after the long road trip tonight. And a fresh 4 for the Outlaws. Duran up under center. And the give up the middle. Sandusky's got him again, but not before a good gain by Duarte. Inside the 20 now, down to about the 17. Good enough for a pickup of 8. Keep an eye on the clock, 6:35. They'll split his receiver to either side. Duran's up under center. I formation behind him. Blazers load the box, and it works. As they will get Duarte after a short gain, maybe no gain, maybe a loss of 1 it is. 3rd down and 3, Yuma. Tick-tock goes the clock. We're under 6 to play.
Yeah, with under 6, the Blazers need to keep them out of the end zone. Get the ball back to go all the way down the field again.
Four down territory, no doubt. This time, Duran wants to pass. It's incomplete. Threw behind his intended receiver in the flat. That was Thompson running out of the backfield.
A great pursuit by the Blazers.
4th down and 3. See if they go back to the ground game here. Chavez out. Sanchez in for Torrington. And a timeout taken. Yuma wants to talk about this one. Big 4th down play when we return. Could be the ball game. 5:35 left. It's Yuma 28, Torrington 21. Back after this.
Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Grant Jones, Ryan Caith alongside John Gunn at Master Controls. Back in the Cinch Country Studios. What a game we have seen here tonight. The Blazers up against it now, down 7. In the 4th quarter, we have a 4th and 3 by Yuma at the Blazer 29. Torrington's got to stop him. Duran going to keep it himself. Runs away from Greiman. Cuts it up. He's not going to get there. Torrington will take over on downs as Duran down at the 19.
Yeah, great pursuit there by the Blazers. Greiman, Hackett in there, Hager. What a huge defensive play.
And now Torrington will begin a drive that they need to complete in the end zone. With 5:29 left, they have 3 timeouts. Kramer will put Greiman in motion. 4 receivers in the pattern. Fakes one time, now goes upfield. Greiman's got it in midfield, and he's gone! 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown Torrington! What a hitch and go to Landry Greiman.
Yeah, just a beautiful play from the Blazers there. Nice pump fake from Kramer in the pocket. Greiman turns on the wheels, and he was gone up the sideline. So what do you do here? Tie it up?
Hackett's thinking he's going to kick this one, and it looks like he is. No pressure. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way. It hits the upright and bounces off. Yuma retains a 1-point lead with 5:15 left on the clock. Oh my goodness, just when you'd think you couldn't see anything else in this one. Boy, they got a lot of guys towards the hold quickly. I thought they had a chance to block that one. Hackett got it off cleanly, but just pulled it a little bit to the left, and off the upright it goes.
Well, he's got plenty of time left when you score quick like that.
So Yuma clings to the 1-point lead here, 28-27. After the 80-yard pitch and catch, Kramer on a great pump fake, as Ryan described, and hit Greiman in stride down the far sideline, but the Blazers can't tie it. And Hackett now set to kick off. See if he puts a little extra effort into this one. Bet he's frustrated. And he does. He's going to drive the receiver deep. It's off of the hands and into the end zone. Off of Corvarubius. And it'll be a touchback. Yuma will have it at the 20. Good to see Holden swing the leg there. Well, you can bet we're going to see a lot of ground and pound now by the Outlaws. 5:14 left. Blazers need another stop and get the ball back. See if they sell out to stop the run here. They'll split a single receiver to either side. And Duran's going to be in the gun. The give is to Beaupre. Hole opening up. Beaupre, first down and more. Out to the 35-yard line. Before he's caught there by Dagan, I believe. They'll spot it at the 36. First down, Outlaws. And the clock moves. Under 5 minutes to play. Blazers will reload on defense after that one. Same look by the Outlaws on 1st and 10. Blazers will rush 6. Duran, the fake, faked out another man, faked out Greiman, down goes Duran at about the 39 as Chavez got him. That'll be a lot of work for a pickup of 3, but Torrington's biggest enemy now, the clock. 4:10, 4:09 left.
I was going to say, if Yuma gets a first down here and you're Torrington, you'd start thinking about using some timeouts. Torrington with 3 left, Yuma with 2.
2nd down and 7, Outlaws from their own 39. Everybody bunched in tight. And the give, Thompson up the middle, 1st down and more. Thompson out to midfield, dragging Blazers with him to the 49. Landry Greiman holding Hackett on the stop. But another first down number 20 tonight for Yuma. Clock moving, 3:39. Torrington can't stop the Outlaws. Two receivers in the pattern. Durand back in the gun. Gonna have to force a turnover. The give, Beaupre up the middle. Beaupre springs free. Beaupre inside the 35 down to the 31. Just gutting the Blazer defense. And the clock winds, under 3 minutes to play. A fresh 4 for Yuma. Ball just inside the 31, 1st and 10. The give, Covarrubias near side. He's running free. Kramer has to stop him at about the 20. That's close to a Yuma first down. And finally, the Blazers will take a timeout at the 2:43 mark, trailing by 1, 28-27, but Yuma just tearing them up on the ground. We'll take a break here at Wiseman Field and be back after this.
Hi, it's Ashley Arntz, mortgage lender with Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
More football coming your way this weekend on Cape Broadcasting Stations. How about a late one tomorrow night for the Wyoming Cowboys? Folsom Field taking on Prime Time and his CU Buffs. 8:15 kickoff, 6:45 pregame show. Denver Broncos the following day, a 1-1 record on the line at Los Angeles to take on the Chargers Sunday afternoon. 2nd and short, Yuma. And keeping it himself is Durand, still on his feet. Blazers can't get him down. It's just a rugby scrum pushing down the field. And Durand's going to have a huge chunk of yardage on this one. Somebody get in the pile and take out the legs. All the way down to the 12. First down. And that Blazer D looking a little defeated here, Ryan.
Yes, they are. They're going to need a timeout here to get a breather.
They'll take one. And we'll take another break with them. 2:26 left. Time running out for the Blazers. They're down 1. Yuma driving it relentlessly down the field. Back after this.
Blodorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blowdorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blowdorns.com. Blowdorns, products you need, people you trust.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, a Bronco Grillhouse score update, your CWAC game of the week, number 1 and 2, Pine and Big Piney. Pine Bluffs leads 42-19 with 7:20 left.
Hornet defense came out in the second half. Did they not?
Could be a preview of Laramie.
That's what everybody's thinking. Well, another first down for Yuma as they try to close out the Blazers here, driving right down the field. Here's Thompson, stutter steps. Sanchez has him, but another big gain. This is going to be inside the 5, down to the 4. Christian Thompson has been a load. Even injured in the first half, battled back from that. And we've got a couple of players down now. Inside the 5. Might be one on each team. Now guys unpiling. Sanchez, is he indicating that Torrington has the football?
They are.
That's what the mad scramble was all about. Sanchez comes out of the pile with the football. It's Torrington football. As they force the ball loose from Thompson, Torrington will have it on their own 5-yard line.
That's the quietest fumble I've ever seen.
Well, I think it confused the officials for sure. Didn't get an indication one way or the other from him. Usually on a play like that, somebody's, what are we changing it?
Yeah, the Torrington coach is fired up. Oh, now we got a flag flying.
Well, we really have no idea what's going on here. Torrington indicated they had the football.
Well, and the officials did too.
Defense came off of the field. Yuma retreated to the sidelines. So something was said after one of the officials indicated that no, there was not a fumble. It's still Yuma's football. And then the bench went nuts. So all of that for nothing. Yuma football inside the 5, half the distance to the goal, put it at the 2.5. They got a half a yard to go, and now Duran going to be caught in the backfield by Kramer on a safety blitz. This will lose yardage. Back to about the 9-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Clock still moving. Blazers with 1 timeout left, 1:45. They got to get the ball back and first of all keep Yuma out of the end zone. And Yuma's going to milk it for all it's worth here.
Drain it down and call a timeout.
Clock stopped now with the timeout by the Outlaws at 1:24. They still have that 1-point lead. Each team now with 1 timeout left in the ball game. And that was one of the weirdest exchanges we've seen.
Fitting for this matchup.
We'll keep it right here as both teams will huddle on their respective sidelines.
You can tune in after our coverage tonight. Sounds like the Pine game going to go a little longer, but when they get done on Kerm FM 98.3, the Scoreboard Show. I know Shad Bates coming in to talk volleyball. Curtis Berkeley will talk about regional tennis as they're underway in Cheyenne today. And we'll recap this wild football game.
3rd down. Blazers can stop them. They'll spend one more. Now we got some movement on both sides of the ball here.
Go on Yuma, I think. That was Duarte moving.
It'll be a false start against the Indians. Outlaws, rather. This team changed from the Indians about 5 years ago. And now it's a 3rd down and 12. Duran, the inside give, and Covarrubias going to be stopped right around the line of scrimmage at the 14. Clock still moving at 1:09 on 4th down. Torrington.
And keep one in their pocket.
Going to let it go. We're inside a minute. And Yuma will do the same thing they just did. They'll let it tick all the way down as far as they can. Still 10 seconds left on the play clock here. So it'll stop at around 36 seconds for this 4th down play. 35.2 on the clock. Torrington keeping a timeout in their pocket. Trying to get a stop here on 4th. The Blazers dangerous offensively, for sure, as you just witnessed a little earlier in the quarter with the 80-yard touchdown pass from Kramer to Greiman.
Yeah, I like keeping that timeout instead of taking it after that 3rd down, because you get this stop, and with that explosive offense, you've got some opportunities to throw it down the field.
It's been a whale of a ball game. First of all, you got to stop the 4th down play. Here come the Outlaws. Duran's going to be up under center. Blazers stacking the line. I formation behind him. He's going to roll, wants to throw, fires. It's caught. Not enough for a 1st down, as down goes Covarrubias. Smart play right there by Yuma. That took some time on that play, but it will be Blazer football at their own 10-yard line with 27.4 on the clock. Down 1. With a timeout in their pocket.
$90 yards and a 2-pointer, too much to ask?
It's a tall order. 4 wide receivers in the pattern for the Blazers. Kramer to throw, rolling near side, stops, fires across the field, and this is nearly picked off at midfield, but it'll fall incomplete. Looking for Landry Greiman. David Gayton defending on the play for the Outlaws. 19.9 on the clock.
I would say Greiman's the one to look for. Landry with 5 grabs, 152, and 3 touchdowns.
Blazers don't need to use the timeout with the incompletion. 2nd down and 10. Now a little more pressure by Yuma. Here's the catch, middle of the field, and down goes Dagan. 1st down, out to the 25. Blazers going to try to get lined up with 13 seconds left and save that timeout. Yuma shuffles in. Oh, we got a penalty. It's going to be a late hit on the Outlaws. Going to give Blazers another chunk of yardage out of this. Going to move it all the way out for some more breathing room here to the 40.
Now with that timeout left, you don't have to go for it all.
Now the clock winds. Here's Kramer running away from pressure, fires in the middle of the field. It's incomplete. Sandusky at about the Yuma 42 couldn't haul it in. 7.1 on the clock. Kramer gets the play from OC Rob Nikolai, and the Blazers line up. Trying to squeeze a couple more plays out here. Still got that 1st down in their pocket. From the 39, Kramer fires. Dagan, far side, needs to get out of bounds. He does. In Yuma territory, 1st down Torrington at the 49. Blazers 7th 1st down. 1.7 on the clock. We're down to the last play. Out of field goal range for Holden Hackett. So Hail Mary coming. What a football game. Going to come right down to it. Kramer in the gun. Fakes running out of there with it. Now wants to throw. Fires down the middle. Anybody's ball, and it's incomplete. And that's the way the ball game will end. Yuma has come to Torrington and won their 2nd straight ball game 2 years in a row against the Torrington Trailblazers, and extends their undefeated record to 3-0 on the season. The Blazers fall to 2-2 as they begin conference play next week. Final score, Yuma 28, Torrington 27. We'll take a little breather here after all of that and be back to start our post-game show. We'll hear from head coach Russell Steinmetz. Also run through some stats for you coming up after this.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our quick lane is open to serve you with no appointments necessary. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in the valley with the works starting at $69.95. Is life too busy? No problem. Ask our team about our pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models. Stop by or call our team at 308-635-3701. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Scotts Bluff.
What a football game. The Blazers fall by 1 at home tonight to the Yuma Outlaws, 28-27. They will start conference play at home next week against the Lander Tigers for homecoming. End of the game wrap-up is brought to you by number 34. The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Shad and the crew at number 34 have been serving our area for over 15 years. They're currently looking for a family care coordinator and a family support partner. So call 532-0134 to learn more about employment opportunities. Number 34, bringing you into the game stats. What an absolute classic here tonight at Wiseman Field. The Blazers got on the board first, 4:24. Greiman, a 12-yard catch from Kramer. Hackett's kick made it 7-0. Yuma came right back. 1:03 mark of the first quarter. Thompson, his lone touchdown of the night, but he was a load all night for the Blazers to handle. 17 yards out, 7-7. Blazers strike right back. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Greiman, a 51-yard catch from Kramer. That was his second of the game. The kick made it 14-7. Yuma comes back in the second quarter. 8:55 left. Duran from a yard out. That made the halftime score knotted up, 14 apiece, and then the wild second half began. Yuma got the opening kickoff of the second half, marched it right down the field. Duran again from a yard out, but the point after try failed. That would play a part in this. Yuma up now 20-14. Still in the third quarter, Torrington comes right back. How about a Drew Kramer 52-yard run? Holden Hackett's kick made it a 1-point Torrington lead, 21-20. Yuma comes back in the fourth quarter, 10:42 left. Covarrubias from 4 yards out. They go for 2 and get it, and Yuma now leads by a touchdown, 28-21, but the Blazers strike back. With 5:15 left in the ball game, Drew Kramer, a pump fake, gets the safety to bite and hits Greiman on the dead stride on the far sideline. Greiman hauls it in, goes 80 yards for the score, but the point after attempt by Hackett hits the upright. Yuma survives Torrington 28-27. The Outlaws with 22 first downs in this contest to Torrington 7. But the Outlaws, in a lot of ways, were their own worst enemies in this one. How about 11 penalties for 75 yards? Yuma turns the ball over on downs twice, and a fumble for Torrington in the fourth quarter was costly, took away a drive for them, and that was their lone turnover of the ball game. Over to Ryan for more stats.
Thank you, Grant. Let's look at Yuma first, and we talked about their run game all night long. 454 yards on the ground for Yuma, led by Thompson. 146 yards on 12 carries. Also over 100 yards was Duran. 2 touchdowns for Duran. He had 118 on 17 carries. Beaupre with 96 yards on 11. Also, your touchdown rushers for Yuma, Duran with 2, Covarrubias with 1, and Thompson with 1. Passing-wise, Duran was 4 of 9, 25 yards. And Covarrubias had 2 grabs for 19. Also, Trejo with a grab for Yuma. Torrington on the ground, 100 yards rushing, led by Kramer, the quarterback, with 83 yards on 7 carries, had a touchdown scamper. Sandusky, 4 totes for 14 yards. Kramer, a good night through the air, 10 of 21 191 yards, 3 touchdowns for Drew. Those all to Landry Grimant, the star receiver tonight. 5 grabs, 152 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Also Dagan with 3 grabs for 21. And again, Torrington gets beat by 1, 28-27.
Yeah, just a wild football game. In a lot of ways, you never want to take a loss, but what assuming everybody comes out of this thing healthy, we saw Jaden Gross leave the game on a possible concussion. Other than that, not really sure who else might have gotten the worst of it in this game. But what a tremendous tune-up to have a hard-fought ball game like that as you begin conference play next week.
Well, and I think especially builds a lot of confidence. Like we said, they struggled with that run game, but explosive the offense was, and they ran some plays tonight. And good to know that they can score quick when they need it, and especially when they're going into conference play, like you said, next week.
We'll take a quick break, and Coach Steinmetz making his way up to the press box. We'll be back to talk to him after this.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products, along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran-owned and operated.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you're looking for a rotor or windshield wiper motor, yeah, you'll find it at CarQuest.
Since 1965, Valley Motor Supply CarQuest has proudly served eastern Wyoming and western Nebraska as a locally owned and operated business. The experienced staff is ready and willing to help with parts and fluids for your cars, trucks, and tractors. Stop in at Valley Motor Supply CarQuest, your local auto parts retailer.
Yeah, you'll find it at CarQuest.
Blazers lose it tonight in a wild one. 28-27, the final score. The Yuma Indians come to town and hang on to defeat the Blazers. We're joined by head coach Russell Steinmetz now. Russ, oh boy, disappointed ending for sure on this one, but man, what a whale of a football game. Your kids really fought hard.
Yeah, when it's a single score or single point game, when you have a team that's able to run the ball almost at will, that team's going to usually end up on top of the scoreboard, and that was the case tonight. So, no, you got to be able to run the ball, and Yuma proved that they could run the ball, and they won that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that was a big story in this. In a lot of ways, they were their own worst enemies. They racked up a lot of penalty yards in this one, but their backs were tough to stop, and it really feels like that they just kind of got stronger as the game went on. Did that feel that way to you?
Yeah, and we were just undisciplined with our reads from linebackers, DBs, etc., and then just the tackling at times just horrendous. Got to go back and fix all that, that's for sure. The tape won't lie when we go back and watch that and show the kids on Monday and get better from this game.
But even after all that, Russ, what tremendous heart shown by this Blazers squad. They answered about every single time that they possibly could. That had to be good to see.
Yeah, it was good. I think Landry have two catches through the air for touchdowns, and three. He had all three. That's right. So no, he's definitely a huge weapon, and we just got to figure out a way Colby Sandusky's such a great runner. We've got to figure out a way to have him tote that rock and, carry us to victories, because he is such a huge weapon too. we for sure will get that going because he is a huge weapon in our offense and just on our team. So we have him, and we need to start utilizing him and figure out a way to block for him, etc.
Yuma marches it down the field on that final drive, gets it all the way down to about the 5 or the 10-yard line, and then there's just this huge confusion. Xavier Sanchez comes out of the pile with the football, not really indication one way or the other. Both teams look like they cleared off, like Yuma cleared off their offense, Torrington cleared off their defense, and then all of a sudden the Outlaws have the football back.
Yeah, our official on our sideline did say that it wasn't a fumble, like really quickly. So, and then timeout, confusion, etc. So, yeah,
just part of a wild scenario.
So I wanted to ask you, Russ, not to beat up on the run defense too much, but 454 yards they gave up. But what does that say about your offense when you only lose by a point? You had some explosive plays. You had to see some good things tonight.
Yeah, there was. And, I mean, going back and watching film, again, when Yuma, we watched versus North Fork, and, I mean, they had I don't know how many first downs. So, I mean, this team does this game after game, just first down. And it's tough to stop. And I showed them on film that it was going to be tough to stop, and we're going to have to gang tackle. Their backs are big, strong, physical kids. Their QB, I mean, we had to keep him in the pocket as much as we can because when he gets out, he's elusive and he's tough to bring down also with just one guy. So, no, very strong runners. Yeah. And we did do great things when we did have the ball, but sometimes it was too quick. That one was one play and score right away, and then we missed that PAT, which hurts. So no, we gotta get better from this game. We got better from this game than we did last Thursday versus that game up in Casper. So we got better from this game than last week, and that's kind of my message I sent to the boys. And heading into Lander, this game made us better than blowing out a team whenever we did last week.
It was a physical game, and we saw players from both teams go down a little bit. Big hit on Jaden Gross there. You know anything injury-wise? How's your guys coming out of this?
I hope we're ready to go Monday. For sure, this is mid-season. This is halfway through the season. There's going to be bumps and bruises, and we're going to ice it and be ready to go next week when Lander comes to town. So
you mentioned it, and I'll mention it again. Difficult to lose a game like this when you had a lead through a lot of it. But could you imagine, in a hard-fought football game, a better tune-up for you to get ready for conference season and what your kids are going to see for the next 5 weeks?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 5 weeks as we enter conference play in 3A East. So, yeah, it's going to be physical like this every single night. So this really prepared us for that, and glad Yuma was able to give that to us tonight. It was too bad that we were not on the other end of the scoreboard and have one more point.
Well, we really appreciate the interview, Russ. I know this one's a little tough to swallow, but wow, what a ball game, what a night here. Fabulous job, and get back at it this week for Lander.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, hopefully next week we're the team that has more rushing yards, and hopefully we get back to a 100-yard rusher and go from there. So once you establish that run game, the passing game for sure opens up. So I don't know how many passes we had tonight, 30-something?
21.
Oh, 21. Nikolai and I were thinking we were in the 30s. So, yeah, we can't throw 21 times and have not very many rushing yards and win the ball game. So, no, we got to be better.
Awesome, Russell. Thank you. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Russ.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. Always thank him. Great interviews before games, after games. Appreciate his willingness to talk to us pre and post game. Well, that will about do it from here. Don't forget, turn your dials on over here to 98.3 for the scoreboard show. A lot of sports coming your way on that one. Wyoming Cowboys on Kerm FM tomorrow night. Denver Broncos on Sunday afternoon. Big thank you to John Gunn back at the studios at Master Controls at Cinch Country. And so, for Ryan Caith, Grant Jones signing off here from Wiseman Field in this wild one tonight. The Blazers come up a point short to the Yuma Indians. Final score, Yuma 28 and the Blazers 27. Big thanks to our sports boosters, and conference season starts next week at home here at Wiseman Field against the Lander Tigers with a 6 o'clock start, and we'll take air at 5:30. For the whole crew, Grant Jones once again saying good night from Wiseman Field. We'll talk with you next week.